All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So now time for the Australia World Media Matching because World Cup 2023, round of 32. Pretty exciting matchup, honestly. Both of the teams do look super. Indonesia has always been a team to look out for in any World Cup. The WC where they've come too far and later in the last iteration. Wait, is it actually so? Okay, I'm confused. Right, I hope it's better. Yeah, I hope it's better. Yeah, both of the teams do look exciting. For the qualifier results, there obviously is a little bit of a difference between the two of them. And also 23. Indonesia has a really decent shooting roster by the looks of things with what you see with two of them actually play.
All right, I think it's better now, hopefully. All right, let's go. Damn, you guys can finally hear me. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, what has happened so far is only that they've banned the maps Hit 1 and Fremont 1 by the looks of things. The Hit 1 being a 250 BPM, slightly dense A map, and the Fremont 1 being the speed stamina check. And we are now going into the first pick for Indonesia, which is routing Fremont 2, a lower CS 2.8, low aim, slider aim kind of map. This is one of the easier maps of the pool, so... And it also makes sense for Indonesia if Indonesia is the lowest seed to pick the maps that are a bit easier to pick up a few points. But I would also say that Indonesia has a pretty good roster for like a lot of maps actually. Like, look at the players. They are all decent and pretty used to tournaments. Mainly someone like Fuma, who has been around for a long time. Yeah, and I don't know what's happening in the bottom right. like in the last two clients for Indonesia. Somehow both, it's always duplicating. Now there are two Death Hydras instead of two Vekrams. What is happening? I love the tournament client. Yeah, there are two Death Hydras. Good luck, have fun getting out now. Map is probably starting now, and let's look at the mods of which player takes which mod. There's gonna be an overmod for both teams actually. O slash Vecram, no, O slash and Reading Abuse on the hidden, Vecram on the hard rock, and for Indonesia, it was, yeah, now I can't see anymore, but there were also, I think, two hard rocks and one hidden and one no mod, so okay, Lexo, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's probably a good time to do it because nothing is happening right now, but I won't. I'm not gonna do it. Do it, resoa. Meow. Okay, let's go. Map is now starting. Hello, Magneta. Nick, can you provide me the MP link so I can at least like talk if the map actually is over? Wait, is it here already? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, the first map was done, and Australia won by nearly 900k. So really not a good start for Indonesia for the first pick and losing it on 900k. Australia having a double FC on Reading Abuser on the hidden and maps on the no mod. Meanwhile, only one FC from Indonesia, that being Blank Tap on the no mod. Yeah, Blank Tap the GOAT. And we are now gonna hopefully maybe see if what Australia is gonna pick. Hopefully someday. Maps is 4 digits. Am I the only one who actually only knows maps as a 4 digit? Like, I've seen the guy for like 3 years now, and I've never seen him be 3 digits. Or maybe he was like close to it or something. Like, I've never seen him being 3 digits. Because I've known him because people were talking about him being really good at hidden and stuff, like gimmicky stuff. Back when I was like playing. I mean, I'm still playing, but when I was like starting out. Oh god. Yeah, this is starting out fantastic, honestly. We are fine with the resoa radio. I need to like make my mic quality like 10 times worse, and then it actually sounds like a radio. Most functional tournament client moment. I feel bad for all of the streamers. Meanwhile, can we talk about the fact that the captain name of Indonesia is so based? Yo, good morning, Blank Tap. Hello, Magneta. You are so nice to me today. Warum? Also, can't wait to see DT1 with your commentating. I swear to God, I think this is gonna be the biggest meme of me now in for WC. Oh, I just thought it was DT2, DT1. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, we are starting now with DT2. Australia's first pick, as it seems like. And so far, it's looking okay. It's 3 FCs, hopefully 4 for them. Although Indonesia with Fuma and Suikami have 2 pretty good tapping players, especially Suikami is a really good tapping player. Let's see if the other 3 clients want to live or if they stay quiet. Yeah, this is a 3v2. But so far they have... Okay, Vordy actually broke now. So it's 2 FCs against 2 from what we can see. And the ag difference is really good for Indonesia right now. No one on Australia's side has the same ag as Suikami or Fuma by a mile, pretty much. Like, Australia needs to kind of hope that the other player is going to do well and that the other 2 players on Indonesia's side are not doing well. We can't know because the client doesn't want to work. What Suikami broke, Vordy drains it, but that's not the combo that they were looking for. Vordy breaking it, O/slash breaking. We are only seeing 1 against 1 FC here. Teda with the 92 now, nearly under 97 now. Fuma, but Fuma! What the hell? There was nothing. Okay, that is a really unfortunate break from Fuma. And we can now see the other 2 players who are Karuma and Venta, and they couldn't play. Oh my God. Yeah, this is a really good pick from Australia. By the looks of things, 3 really good scores. Vordy kind of lacking behind, but he still outscored 2 of the other players from Indonesia. And Suikami and Fuma just not being able to help their team to potentially getting a good point. So 2-0 up for Australia, and it's now Indonesia's pick, and we will now see what they can pick next. 3-1-2 hasn't worked out well at all, and they certainly have to pray that they can pick something that they are really comfortable on. Hidden 1 is banned, one of their pretty much best score in the qualifiers. And Hidden 2, the qualifier results scores were pretty much similar from Australia and Indonesia, so maybe not the most comfortable pick either. Especially with Hidden 2 this round being completely different from the qualifiers Hidden 2. Yeah, so far we are just hopefully still praying that the client works now after 16 minutes. And speaking of Hidden 2, I can hear Unwelcome School. I can hear the Hidden 2 from Indonesia. They certainly really are comfortable with the Hidden class. And this map is indeed 0 stars with 4.7. Nothing. Can't believe that players are starting on this 4.7 map. Oh, it's 5.1. Oops. So much harder. It's probably because I'm moving sometimes, and I need to like look on the left and on the right sometimes. Like, my mic is so not. It's like really weird because I have to like stay right in front of it the entire time, and I can't move. But I need to move my head sometimes. And we are now looking at the rosters. J12 is one of the few players that I know from Australia, and he is a really good player. He was one of the highest rated qualifier results players, I think, even. And he, if I recall correctly, he is a really good player on these kind of maps. Reading Abuser, I mean, I think his username should say something. Black Tap being the first to break here. Oh, and actually Fuma also broke in the first few combo maps, breaking again, breaking as well. Venta breaking again. And now we see the Mapu. Okay, now we get. So it is 1FC against 3 for Australia. But every player looking pretty good so far. Again, right when I say that, O/, one of the FCs for Australia breaking on this part. And it's now 2 FCs against 1. Blank Tap recovering pretty much well. Fuma being pretty much on an FC. Combo lead is on the Indonesia side, and they are pulling it back right now. Fort still has an SS. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, actually, the overlaps like there are really simple. They look weird, but you just have to turn your brain off for them, and then it just gets so much easier to hit them. But these, oh, Venta breaking there. That's really not good for Indonesia. Australia has the combo lead now. Because O/ and Fuma breaks. Australia can pull this back now really, really quickly. Maps breaking on the end, but Australia could pull that back, was able to pull it back in the last few seconds of the map. It is now 3-0 up for Australia and another break point. And it's looking rough for Indonesia. The DT2 was looking pretty well, and Indonesia did ban the 3-1, so maybe there is a different tapping map that they can pick. Number 2 isn't really a tapping map, but okay, they're going for DT3, which is the 10.3 swing rhythm map. Finger control and high AR reading is being tested on this map. People say this is the hardest DT out of the three, and from my own perspective, I can say the DT1 is the hardest map, but I don't want to talk about DT1 any further. DT3, I think it's a decent pick, but it's completely different from the DT2. And JHL saying flashbang. I think there's one of the players who will use Gamma, I guess. I mean, Hidden 2 is like... I'm gonna be honest, you don't have to be a good reading player to be able to play that. Because you can just memorize it really easily. It's not a hard map. I'm kind of curious about the 10.3 scores in qualifiers, even though it's a completely different map. Wardy was actually the second highest score on DT1, having the highest ag as well. I love Scoey too. He's second on the map, even though he has the highest ag. And I think he also has an FC, so I love Scoey too. Probably because of Spinner. Actually, one of the players that has a really high score for Australia is not in the map, so... surprising! We will now see it. How this is gonna play out. It's obviously a completely different map from compared to Daybreaker. So far, no breaks. Ag advantage for Indonesia. Venta being the first to break. Suikami following up for Indonesia, and it's 4 against 2 FCs for Australia. Even though the Ags are maybe a little bit lower than for Indonesia. Oh, but Vordi and All Blue breaking in close succession. Venta breaking, but that's not really... it hasn't been really a high combo. It's 2 FCs against 2. And Daffy and... Daffy breaks here with the highest ag and EFC for Indonesia. I think this is just doomed now. Unless O/ and Mavs break at the same time. O/ breaking though. Mavs breaks as well, but I don't think there's enough time for Black Tap, especially when he breaks there and has 85% ag. That could have been really close if Daffy hadn't broken there in such an unfortunate way for Indonesia. And now Australia is really in the driver's seat. No FCs on any team. Suikami having the 95% S rank. But yeah, it was not enough. And Australia just had a more well-rounded roster on this team, on this map. It's now 4-0 for Australia, and Indonesia has to win 2 of the next Australian picks and also both of their picks if they want to come back. And they have picked Hidden 2 and Primo 2 so far for Indonesia, and both times it hasn't gone well. Well, Primo 2 hasn't gone well. Hidden 2 was kind of a close map. Like, I can... Maybe they're picking another, like, non-mechanics map here. Maybe a Nomad 3, maybe a Nomad... Actually, maybe a Hotter 2. Yeah, speaking of Hotter 2, it's Mothership. The next Indonesian pick. Mothership being a 152 BPM precision map, which tests low aim, some sort of rhythms, complexity here and there. But it's pretty much a precision and flow aim map. I don't think that players really struggle with the rhythm changes on this map. And looking at the qualifier results, Indonesia has a higher team score than Australia, but it's only 100k, and I would honestly say that Mothership is an easier version of Der Wald. Like, essentially, it's kind of a similar map. It's slow aim and precision, and some rhythm changes here and there. And that's the same thing for Der Wald as well. So there are some similarities between the two maps, and maybe this is what Indonesia is aiming for. Daffy is a pretty good harder player. The fighter is also decent. Suikami is also decent, and Fuma is pretty much a really well-rounded player. Probably, and well, one of the best players in Indonesia overall. And the map is starting now. Let's see how this is gonna go out. All blue being the first to break. Also not having amazing accuracy. Same goes for Vectrum. Both on the B ranks and C ranks. All blue missing again. With Suikami and Def Hydra breaking as well. Suikami breaking again. So it's only Maps breaking again, so it's Fuma breaking, Vectrum breaking, everyone is just breaking now. It's Daffy against Wardy. All blue breaking again, he's really having the best time here. Maps breaking again. Indonesia has the combo lead, has the accuracy lead. Wardy breaking on the reverse slider. There is no huge combo for Australia. Meanwhile, Daffy still on the C with 97. Suikami recovered a little bit. Def Hydra having a high combo. Fuma did break, but that's not really the combo that they were looking for. Wardy breaking again here. Vectrum breaking, all blue breaking. This is a car crash, as Blind Tab would say. Indonesia just looking a lot more comfortable on this right now. Daffy breaking, the DFC gone, but Def Hydra still has a 600 combo. So it really doesn't matter. He also recovered his act really well. And they're, aside from maps, and kind of Wardy, just wasn't looking good for Australia on this map. And Indonesia winning this with nearly 1 million difference. A really good team performance here, and a really good point for them. they want to come back from this unfortunate, from these unfortunate circumstances, being 4-0 down. Australia can now pick and hopefully bring this back, bring this home. So Australia has looked pretty decent on the DT maps. There's still DT1 open. I don't want to see DT1, but I'm pretty sure that this is what they're gonna go for. Either DT1 or Noma 2. DT1 being obviously the easier map. Noma 2 is being picked. Fuyo no Hime. An LMT style Noma 2 from LMT, obviously. This is a map that isn't really focusing too much on the stream stamina, but more so, yeah, it's an LMT style Noma 2. Yeah, I forgot that it was from LMT. This map is a 197 BPM sort of flow aim, double and triple spam map, where not your stamina is being tested, but more so your flow aim and finger control. Although players who are not able to stream at all cannot play this map either, so you do need to have some sort of stream ability to play this map, but players who have better finger control are certainly favored on this. So this isn't the most straightforward mechanics pick from Australia. Alright, we are now starting with Noma 2. And so far, Fuma didn't break, Blank Tab didn't break. No one broke so far. Indonesia has the 4-way SS still. Meanwhile, Australia has pretty decent axe, or slash with DSS, but JHL having a little bit of a few issues here and there with the 97. Nice score from Tada. And we are now getting into the first Ki section of the map. And we can now see if someone will struggle on this. Also, both Sweet Kami and Daffy are the first two players to break. Teta breaking right after. Blankta breaking, Backroom breaking. 2 FCs against 1. O slash and JHL against Fuma. 2 more breaks here, and I don't wanna spoil it, but I think this is it. Australia taking this normal 2 and change health. Oh my god, dude. Those shakes looked rough. O/slash with the 100 FC. A really good FC to close it off. And Australia wins the match 5-1. Daffy, yeah, the 104 misses looks rough for him, but just wasn't meant to be. And looking at the bracket, Australia is now gonna move towards the round of 16 winners and will face Thailand. Very exciting match, seed 7 against seed 10. Meanwhile, Indonesia is falling into the losers bracket and will face Vietnam. So two Asian teams, oh, kind of 4 Asian teams playing against each other here. And it'll be exciting to see next week how both teams are gonna play. And that was it for this match. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys. Bye-bye.